Good morning, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. This is the 1995 one and gone. We are in the first round and we are in game number 2. We are at Coors Field. In 1995, that was when Coors Field opened, and we have the number 24 St. Louis Cardinals taking on the number 9 Colorado Rockies. We have a interesting matchup here. The Cardinals, not a good team in 1995. One of the rare years at the Cardinals actually weren't that good. They had a record of 62 wins and 81 losses. The Rockies, besides their pitching, were not the greatest team, but at 77 and 67, they were a tough out with the lineup they had. So I'm expecting a good game here. Coors Field. This is a very interesting ballpark. I'm expecting a very high-scoring game today between these two pitchers. Coors Field in 1995, 241 home runs. Look at all the home run cells on the field. This, I think, is going to be a high-scoring matchup between these two pitchers. Keith White joins us here at Coors Field for today's game. He is first through the turnstiles, which means you are responsible for the food and the drink to the rest of the chat. This should be a fun game. Let's get right to it. Starting pitcher for the 1995 Colorado Rockies, and he was the best pitcher I could find, and that was Kevin Ritz. 11 wins, 11 losses, 2 saves, a 4.21 ERA. And that's what Coors Field will do to pitchers here. Coors Field destroys pitchers. And even today, it still does. And it really allowed 241 home runs, a 315 batting average. Any ballpark results we get here are going to be nasty. So we go to the top of the first inning. Let's see what happens in this one and gone game. One and gone game between the Cardinals and the Rockies. Let's play ball. Leading off for the St. Louis Cardinals, left fielder Bernard Gilkey. And we are ready to get started. Game number 2 of the one and gone. And the first pitch by Rich is a 4-4, and that is a strikeout chance. Coors Field subtracts 2 from strikeouts, and that 10 is going to be too high on Gilkey. So Gilkey gets to swing 4-6, and that's a star 2, and it's a ground out to short. That is out number 1. And next up will be right fielder Brian Jordan. Bears Den 007 joins us here at Coors Field. Pitch from Ritz, 6-3 against a righty. That's a blank. Jordan gets to swing 6-1. It's a fly out to left. Coors Field, a.k.a. the launching pad. Next batter is the catcher, Danny Schaefer. He gets the call here for the Birds. Pitch from Ritz, 2-5. That's a range play. Schaefer takes a swing, 5-3. That's a ball hit to left field. And that is a 13. And against a righty, that is going to be over the hit column. But it is a fly ball to left, and it is a range play. So the ball is hit to Dante Bichette. He has a range of 2. Does he make the play? The answer is yes, he does with a 1. And that stays a fly out to left. And it is a 1-2-3 inning for Ritz. Pitching for the 1995 St. Louis Cardinals in this game will be Donovan Osborne. 4-6, 3.81 ERA. I gave him the nod as the ace pitcher for the Cardinals in the season. Leading off for the Rockies, second baseman Eric Young. This Rocky lineup is stacked. Pitch from Osborne, 5-4. That's a strikeout chance. The 1 does get Young. Young goes down on strikes. Rare strikeout on Eric Young. He only has strikeouts of 4. And that is out number 1. First strikeout for Osborne. He had 82 of them in 95. Next batter, center fielder Mike Kingery gets the call. Pitch from Osborne, 3-1. That's a double question mark. Kingery is a lefty, and would be a 1-15 will be a single. That's a 17, so that's a blank. Kingery gets the swing, 5-5, and he lines it to third. And next batter is in left field, and that is Dante Bichette. This Rockies lineup was a beast. Alan Shaw joins us here at Coors Field. Pitch from Osborne, 1-5. Error on a throw. Bichette will swing 6-4. Single to second base, and that will be an infield single. The ball is hit to Jose Oquendo's error rating is a 6. That is an 11, so there is not going to be an error, but it is a base hit for Bichette. He will hold it first. 2-out single for Dante Bichette. And that next batter is right fielder Larry Walker, Hall of Famer. 2 outs, Bichette on it first, rolling a Strat. Strat says a 20. Osborne throws to second to get Bichette. He will first throws to first to get Bichette, and he gets back safely. 2 outs, pitch from Osborne. That's a 2-1. That's a possible error. Walker takes a swing, 5-4, and that's going to be a double into right field. And the ball is hit to Jordan. His error rating is a 1. That's a 6. There's not going to be an error. So it does go as a double. Bichette base running rating is a 3 with 2 outs is a 4. On a double to right, you subtract 1, so it is a 3. Jordan has no arm rating. So on a 1-3, Bichette will score. It is a 3, and he does. Bichette will come in around all the way from first to score. Larry Walker goes to second, and the Rockies jump out in front 1-0. Coors Field will do that to you. Next up for the Rockies, first baseman Andres Galarraga. Andres Galarraga, another one of my favorite players from the 90s. 2 outs, Walker on its second. Strat roll says a 10, no play. Osborne will pitch. 4-1 strikeout chance, and Galarraga does not strike out. That's a 19. Galarraga will swing. 3-5. It's a ground out to second base, and the inning will end there. 1 run for the Rockies on 2 hits. At the end of 1, the Rockies lead it 1-0. I think Colorado is going to be a very tough out, especially if they have home games here in Coors Field. Lacrosse Blast should be that's interesting. I've heard a lot of good things about that game from play. Leading off for the Cardinals, center fielder Ray Lankford. Ritz with the pitch, 5-4. That's a range play. Lankford gets the swing, 6-2. That's a fly ball to right. The ball is hit to Walker. His range is a 3. He will not make the play. Is it a single or a double? It's a double. Ray Lankford gets one out of the range of Larry Walker, couldn't get to it. Leadoff double for the Birds. Here's first baseman John Mabry. Lankford on its second base. And that is a 14, no play. Infield is normal. Pitch from Ritz, 1-1. Walk chance, and the 8 is too high. Mabry gets the swing, 2-2. It's a single past shortstop for a base hit. Ray Lankford's base running rating his base running rating is a 4. On a single to short, in order to get to home, needs to be a 3, and it is. Ray Lankford will score from second. Mabry goes to first. We are tied at 1. RBI single by Mabry. That will bring up the third baseman, Scott Cooper. Infield goes to halfway. Pitch from Ritz, 6-5. Against the lefty, it's a blank. Cooper gets the swing, 1-3. Line drive right to second. And Mabry on it first. And on a 1-2, he's doubled off. And he is. Line drive to second, throws to first, gets Mabry, 2 outs. Line out, L4-3. 2 outs. Nice play by Eric Young, who throws to first to get Mabry on a line out double play. Next up is the second baseman, Jose Oquendo. With 2 outs now, infield goes back to normal. Ritz with the pitch, 2-5. That's a range play again. Oquendo swings 3-2. That's a ball hit to left field. That's going to be a 9 against a righty. And that is going to be a possible double. The ball is hit to right. Larry Walker, though, it's a range play. He has a 3, a 1-3. He'll take it. He'll track it down, and he does this time. Larry Walker makes the catch, takes a double away, and the inning is over. It goes as a fly out to right. 1 run, 2 hits for the Cardinals, tied at 1 going in the bottom of the second. As Larry Walker makes the catch. Leading off for the Rockies, third baseman Vinny Castilla. As I said, this team was stacked. The lineup at least was. 1-3 from Osborne, that's a range play. Castilla will swing 3-5, single to short. The ball is hit to Trip Cromer. His range is a 3. He doesn't make it. That's going to get right past him, and Van Castilla will have a leadoff single. Here's the catcher, Joe Girardi. Infield goes to halfway, and that is a 19. Girardi, 2.62 average. I don't see Girardi bunting here. I'll call off the bunt, and I'll let Girardi hit normally. Pitch from Osborne, 2-4. Range play at the park. Oh, boy. Coors Field, 2-4, and that's a single. That is a single to pass third. At third, the ball is hit to Cooper. His range is a 4. He can't make it. That's going to be a base hit. Single past third. Castilla's base running rating is a 3. He will not make it to second, so he has to hold at second base. Runners at first and second for the Rockies. Next up, shortstop Walt Weiss. Infield still stays halfway. Actually, I forgot what the infield halfway. His range, Cooper, actually went down to a 3, but he still didn't make the play. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Tied at 1. Rolling a Strat. Strat says a 17. Weiss is not going to bunt. Osborne will pitch. And that's a 6-4. That's at the park. Oh, boy. Coors Field, 5-6. Base hits. That's a single into center field. That's a base hit for Weiss. As I said, we're going to see a lot of scoring here, I think. That's a single to center. Vinny Castilla's base running rating is a 3. In order to get to home, a single to center adds 2. So that's a 5. Center fielder is Langford. He has no arm rating. So a 1-5, Castilla will score, and he does. Castilla comes in to score. Joe Girardi's base running rating is a 3, and that is a 1. And you use the original die roll to get from first to third, and his base running rating is a 3 minus 1 is a 2, and that 1 allows Girardi to get to third. Walt Weiss has to hold it first. That's a base hit. 2-1 Rockies. RBI single by Weiss. Stadium cheers. Yay! Here's the pitcher, Kevin Ritz. Batted 188 as a pitcher. Strat roll says a 15. Bunt rating is a 3. He can bunt if he wants to, and they're going to try a squeeze with Kevin. They're going to try a squeeze with Kevin Ritz. The infield is halfway, so they're going to try a squeeze play on a bunt. I'm going to actually try a squeeze here. So a squeeze play is on. I got the chart here to go, and we'll see if it works. Actually, you know what? I'll call that off. I'm going to have Ritz normally hit. Ritz will hit normally. I'll call off the squeeze. Pitch from Osborne. And that is a 6-5. That's a wild pitch. The 16 is too high. Ball 1. Osborne will pitch again. 2-1. That's a possible error. Ritz 2-3. And that's a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Oquendo. Error rating is a 6. That's an 8. There is no error. The infield is halfway. Girardi is coming home. But they're going to try for the double play. Ritz's double play rating is 3. Nothing from Osborne. +1 is 4. It's a second base, so Cromer subtracts 1 from the arm rating. So a 1-3, they get out the inning. It is a 5, they do not. So Weiss is thrown out at second. Ritz does go to first. Girardi does score. 2 outs. I'm sorry, 1 out. But it's now 3-1 Rockies. As that goes as a fielder's choice, it scores Girardi. Weiss is out. 3-1 Rockies now. How about that? And here's Eric Young. I may have to get my extra markers ready. I have a funny feeling this is going to be a high-scoring game. To be perfectly honest, if you look at Coors Field, you look at the card, this card is pretty much anything going to the ballpark is going to be probably a hit. There are no outs at all on that card. Look at that Coors Field card. There's absolutely no outs. Home runs, singles, doubles, triples, and 3 rare plays. Pretty much any hit is going to be anything going to the ballpark is going to be a hit. And the home run goes up to 18. Eric Young, the batter, he struck out his last time up. Infield is still halfway. Osborne 2-3, and against the righty, that's a walk chance, and that 17 is good. No, I'm sorry, it's Donovan Osborne's a lefty, so that's an 8. So that's not a walk, so that's too high. Young gets the swing, 6-3, and that's a base hit into center field. Single to center. Ritz's base running rating is a 1. Subtract 1 becomes a 0 to try to get to third on a single to center. And Langford has no arm. Ritz will not be able to go any further than second base. He will hold. As Bob B joins us here at Coors Field, I knew he wouldn't miss a Cardinals game. Runners at first and second for Kingery. Something tells me this is going to be a long game. And Tribe Fan 879 joins us here at Coors Field. Oh, the joys of pre-humidor. Yep. Sit back, people. This is going to be a bumpy ride. This game, I think, is going to take a while. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Infield still halfway. I'll roll a strat. Strat roll says a 4. Ritz is not going to steal. And not going to do a hit and run with a runner on second. So here's the pitch. Osborne 4-6. That's an error possibly on a grounder. Kingery 6-2. Fly ball to left field. There will not be an error there. There will not be an error there. And it's a fly ball to left field. Ritz, of course, has to hold at second. There are 2 outs. Next batter is Dante Bichette. Runners at first and second. Infield now goes back to normal. Still rolling a strat. That is a 13, no play. Pitch from Osborne, 4-4. That's a strikeout chance, and Bichette will not strike out. Too high. Bichette does swing 1-2. That's a ground ball to short. And the throw is going to go to first to get Bichette out, and the inning will end there. 2 runs for the Rockies on 4 hits. At the end of 2, 3-1 Colorado. Yep. Pretty much anything off the ballpark card's going to be a hit. As Coors Field is nasty. I might as well just get my extra markers out because I know I'm going to need them. Top of the 3rd inning, 3-1 Rockies. Leading off for the Redbirds is the shortstop, Trip Cromer. And that is a 2-3 from Ritz, and against a righty, that is an automatic out. And that's going to be a star 2, and it's a ground out to short. That's the first out. And here's the pitcher, Donovan Osborne. He will bat. Batted 161 as a pitcher in 95. 1-1 from Ritz. That is a walk chance, and he does walk the pitcher. Ritz walks Osborne. His walk rating is a 10, and that's a 9. Osborne trots down to first. Ritz loses the pitcher. That's an ouch. And here's Bernard Gilkey. One out, infield halfway. Strat roll says a 4, no play. Ritz will pitch. 3-1, that's a walk chance, and the 11 is good. He walks Gilkey. Runners at first and second now. 2 straight walks given up by Kevin Ritz. And here's Brian Jordan. Ritz didn't have a 4.21 ERA for a reason. Of course, Coors Field can destroy any pitcher's ERA. I don't care how good you are. He had 62 walks that year, and that is the second walk he's issued. Here's Jordan. Rolling a strat. That is a 16, no play. Ritz will pitch. 6-6. That's a walk chance, but the 10 is too high this time. Jordan gets the swing. 3-5. It's a ball hit to left field. That is a 20, and that's going to be a fly out to left, as that is too high against a right-handed pitcher. Fly out to left. Jordan got a hold of one, but just didn't get far enough. 2 outs. Here's Danny Schaefer. Infield goes back to normal. That is a 9, no play. Pitch from Ritz. 1-3, strikeout chance, 20 too high. Schaefer gets to swing. 4-2, single into center field. That's a base hit. But will it score Osborne? Base running rating 1, plus 1 is 2. Single to center, you add 2, which makes 4. Langford, no arm, so on a 1-4, Osborne will score. And he does not. Actually, he does, actually. That's a 6. So Osborne actually does score, but Bernard Gilkey is going to be thrown out at third. That is a 6, which means the lead runner does score, but the ball is cut off, and the trailing runner is thrown out, and that's Gilkey. Gilkey is thrown out at third, and the inning is over. So a base hit for Schaefer. Osborne does come in, but Gilkey is thrown out at third, and we go to the bottom of the third. It's 3-2. That's a 6-1. That's not something you want. So 1 run for the Cardinals on 1 hit and a couple of walks. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, 3-2 Rockies. Donovan Osborne will pitch to Larry Walker. Osborne's pitch, 6-6. That's a strikeout, chance too high. Walker will swing, 5-1. It's a star 5. He flies out the left. That's the first out. Here's Andres Galarraga. 1 out. Pitch from Osborne, 1-5. That's a possible error on a throw. Galarraga, 5-5. That's a fly out to center. There's no throwing error there. And that's out number 2. And here's Vinny Castilla. Castilla, 1 for 1. Pitch from Osborne, 6-3. Walk chance, 12, too high. Castilla gets the swing, 2-6. It's a fly ball to center field. That is a 3, and against the lefty, that's going to be a double for Castilla. He gets his 2nd hit of the game. 2-out double by Vinny. Here's Joe Girardi. 2 outs. Infield is normal. A 20. Osborne throws to second to get Castilla. He is safe. Barely. A 1-2 would have been a pickoff. Now they'll pitch to Girardi. Osborne's pitch, 5-2. Against the righty, it's a blank. Girardi gets the swing, 3-5, and that's a ground out to third base. Throw goes to first, and the inning ends. No runs and a hit for the Rockies. At the end of 3, still 3-2. I'll tell you, if the Cardinals actually pull off an upset here in Colorado, that would be gigantic. Do pitchers have batting numbers in Colorado? I think so. Ritz has batted 188 in Colorado. So I'm not gonna give you Osborne because Osborne didn't play this for the Cardinals, but Ritz batted 188. Most pitchers did, I think, before the pre-Humidor days. We go to the top of the 4th. Here's Ray Lankford for the Redbirds. Lankford is 1 for 1. He doubled his last time up. Pitch from Ritz, 3-5. Error on a grounder. Lankford, 5-4. That's a fly out to left. There's no error. That's out number 1. John Mabry is up. Mabry singled his last time up. He's 1 for 1. 4-5 from Ritz. Strikeout chance. 17 no good. Mabry swings 4-3. He singles and gets a base hit past third. Mabry gets his 2nd hit of the game. Scott Cooper comes up. Infield goes halfway. Checking a strat. That is a 3. Cooper, do I do a hit and run with Cooper? Hit and run is available. Cooper does strike out a lot, and Mabry's a dead duck if he misses. No hit and run. Cooper will go ahead and hit normally. Ritz will pitch. 6-6. Walk chance. That works. That's a walk. And Cooper trots down to first. That is the 3rd walk given up by Ritz. Here's Okendo. You okay there, Bears Den? Fidgeting and not feeling well. Oh, geez. Well, try to get some rest there, my brother. Just sit back and watch a good game of mine here. If you need to take medicine, make sure you do. And I hope everything's all right, bro. 1 out. That's a strat roll, 11, no play. Ritz will pitch. And that is a 6-2. That's a possible error on a throw. Okendo swings 4-3. That's a ground ball to Ritz. A ground ball to the pitcher. Ritz has no error rating. So there's no error. So let's see if he turns a double play. Nothing from Okendo, nothing from Ritz, +1 for the infield. And Okendo is hitting from the left side. So that means the shortstop is pivot, which is Weiss. So the only way they turn a double play is on a 1. Nope. So Mabry will go to third. Cooper with a base running rating of 1. That becomes a 0, so he's a dead duck at second. But Okendo does make it to first. That's the second out. So that is a fielder's choice. And the batter now is Trip Cromer. Infield goes back to normal. 2 outs now. Strat roll says a 15, no play. Ritz will pitch. And that is a 1-1. That's a walk chance. That 14 is high. Cromer swings 5-1. Fly ball right field. That will end the inning. No runs for the Cardinals. A hit. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. Still 3-2 in favor of the Rocky Mountain Highs. Bottom of the fourth. Leading off is Walt Weiss. Weiss singled his last time up for Colorado. And it's a 1-1, and against the switch hitter right, that's going to be an automatic out. And that's going to be a ground out to third. Nice pitch by Osborne to get Weiss out. Here's Ritz. He hit into a fielder's choice his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Pitch from Osborne, 1-6. That's a walk chance. That's too high. Ritz will swing 6-4. That's a base hit. Single for Ritz. He gets to first base. That's his first hit of the game. And it's on second time he's been on base. So Ritz, they do get a hit there. Top of the order, here's Young. 1 out. Strat roll says a 2. Wow, Ritz has a stealing ability. 3. Stolen base rating is 10. -2 from Osborne is 8. Schaefer adds 1 and 9. 1-9 for Ritz to steal. No, I'm not going to send the pitcher. Young will bat, but the infield is halfway. Pitch from Osborne, 2-3 against a righty. Walk chance, 13 too high. Young will swing, 1-5. Ground ball to short. Young's double play rating 2. Nothing from Osborne. +1 is 3. Second base Okendo, no rating. A 1-3, they turn it. And they do. Shortstop to second to first. Double play, inning over. No runs and a hit for the Rockies. Still 3-2. Pretty much, if you're a pitcher, you got to stay away from the ballpark card. Putting on the Ritz, Taco. Putting on the Ritz, Taco. Great song. Donovan Osborne is supposed to lead off for the Cardinals. He can pitch to 25 batters. 18, 19, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're going to let him pitch. They're going to let him hit. Infield is normal. Do you get any joy knowing that the last New York team to get to the World Series was the Mets? Yeah, I know, right? I don't know. I think the Mets are going to be a tough out this year. We're not done yet. We're still looking at getting some players. We're not done yet. I do like the Trevor May signing. I do like that move. I like what Steve Cohen and the Mets are going to do. Steve Cohen's going to turn that Mets team into a winner. It'll be great to have both New York teams in it now. Even though I can't stand the Yankees, but I think baseball is always better when both the Yankees and the Mets are playing well. Here's the pitch from Ritz, and that is a 4-1 against the switch hitter, the lefty, and that's a blank. Osborne will swing 4-6. He strikes out. Straight K off the board. That's out number 1. Here's Bernard Gilkey. Any chance Cohen works a buyout for Bobby Bonilla? I think he's working on that. I think he's trying to get that contract blitzed. How many wins do I think the Padres project to get at the moment? I'll tell you, that National League West is still tough. The Dodgers are still the best team in the division. Of course, they won the World Series. Padres are better. Arizona doesn't suck, all right? And really, you can't count out the Giants, all right, or the Rockies. That division's going to be tight. Ritz's pitch, 1-1, walk chance, and Gilkey will trot down to first. That's a good walk. Gilkey walks for the second time today. The batter is Brian Jordan with 1 out. Infield goes halfway. Ruling a strat. That's a 12, no play. How much am I willing to put on the Mets? I don't know. I mean, like I said, do I think the Mets are going to make it to the World Series? I don't think they're that good yet. The Braves are the best team in the American League. I'm sorry, in the National League East. Although the Nationals had a rough year, I think they'll bounce back. The Marlins have gotten better, and Joe Girardi Phillies team can't stink that badly. So I don't know about that. I don't think the Yankees would take it. No play. Ritz will pitch. That is a 6-6. That's a walk chance, but that 20 is way too high. Jordan will swing 2-3. It's a ground ball to first. Jordan's double play rating is a 1. Nothing from Ritz. +1 for the infield halfway is 2. It's hit to first. So the shortstop's pivot rating is Cromer. Is Weiss. He has no rating. So a 1-2 is the only way they turn a double play. And they get it. First base to shortstop. Back to first. Double play. Inning over. 3-6-3. Nothing for the Cardinals as the Rockies turn it. Halfway through the game, 3-2 Rockies. Leading off for them will be Mike Kingery. He is 0 for 2. Pitch from Osborne, 4-3, strikeout chance, 11. That's good. Nope, I'm sorry. That's too high. Kingery's a 12. -2 from Coors Field is a 10. That's an 11. So no, that is no good. Kingery will swing 5-3, and he grounds it to second. That's out number 1. Here's Dante Bichette. Osborne's pitch, 1-4. That's a strikeout chance, 14 too high. Bichette gets to swing 6-2. Line drive right to short, right to Cromer's glove. Out number 2. And now here is Larry Walker. One of the beast modes of 1995. Osborne will pitch. 5-5, strikeout chance. He gets Walker on a strikeout. That 4 is good. He gets him. Donovan Osborne. And for the first time in the game, the Rockies go down in order. And we are still a 3-2 game here. At the end of 5. We go to the top of the 6th. Ritz can pitch to 26 batters before tiring. Danny Schaefer leads off for the Redbirds. He's 1 for 2. Singled his last time up. Pitch from Rich, 6-5. That's going to be an automatic out. That's a star. And that's going to be a ground out to third. And that's out number 1. Here's Ray Langford. Pitch from Ritz, 5-4. That's a range play. Langford swings 3-1. That's a star one. It's a ground ball to second. Young's range is a 4. He's got it. Throws to first, out number 2. Here's John Mabry. He's doing the damage, really. He's two for 2. He's got 2 singles. Pitch from Ritz. 4-6. Wild pitch, ball 1. Ritz again, 1-6. That's a double question mark. Mabry's a lefty. A 1-19 is a single. That's a 14. And Mabry has his 3rd hit of the game. That's a base hit right up the middle. Mabry is now 3 for 3. Next batter for the Cardinals is Scott Cooper. Mabry on at first, checking a strat. That's an 8, no play. Infield is normal. Forever Remain 90 joins us here at Coors Field. And I forgot to say Philip Reynolds is here at Coors Field. My bad. No play. Ritz will pitch. And that is a 1-2 against the lefty. It's a walk plus 10, and that 12 is good. Cooper will trot down to first. And the Cardinals are in business. And that is the 5th walk issued by Ritz. And the batter is Okendo with 2 outs. Fans here at Coors Field getting a little bit worried. 6 says no play on the strat. Ritz will pitch to Okendo. That's a 2-2. That is a possible home run with a question mark. Okendo's hitting from the left side as a switch hitter. 1-3. That's a 13. It's a blank. Okendo will swing. 3-4, and against the righty, it's a base hit down and past first base. It's a single for Okendo. And that was a garbage call. It's a base hit for Okendo. Mabry's base running rating is a 1. Add 1 with 2 outs is a 2. Single past first. You need to be a 4. Mabry will not score. He will have to hold at 3rd. Okendo gets a base hit but can't bring the runners in. So station to station. And the batter will be Trip Cromer. And since this is the 6th inning and he hasn't batted 3 times yet, I can't replace him. He's got a bat. Laughed out loud about the rare play in my 3rd. Yes, that was funny. That play didn't happen. Forever Remain. It didn't happen. But it's interesting to know that play is in there. It didn't happen, but that play is there, which is funny. 2 outs, bases loaded. Nope, it's not an auto score with 2 outs. Mabry's base running rating is a 1. He couldn't make it. On a single past 3rd. He would have had to have a 4 in order to make it. Even with 2 outs, it doesn't. And remember, on a single, on singles past the infielders, there's no, it's automatic. So bases loaded for Trip Cromer. I will roll a strat, and that is a 20. Ritz does have a pickoff chance, throws to Okendo, and he got him! Holy cow, he got him! He picked him off! Holy cow! Ritz a 20, rolls to Okendo, he needs a 1. That's a 1. Ritz throws to first, picks off Okendo, inning over. Holy cow! No runs, 2 hits, a walk. In order to get Okendo or any runner first, second, or third, he needed a 20 on the strat roll chance, which he got, and then he needed a 1 And he got the one. Kevin Ritz throws to first to pick Okendo off, who's napping. Inning over. OMG, what a play by Ritz. Side retired. Still 3-2 Rockies. Oh, will that come back to bite the Birds in the butt? Wow. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Still 3-2 Rockies. Here's Andres Galarraga. Osborne's due to bat second, and he can pitch to 3 batters before fatigue. So they're going to see if Osborne can finish the inning. Pitch from Osborne, 1-2, strikeout chance, 19 too high. Galarraga swings, 3-5, ground out to second base, out number 1. Here's Vinny Castilla. Castilla 2 for 2, single and a double. 5-6 from Osborne, that's a blank. He is not tired yet. Castilla does get to swing 4-1, and he lifts a base hit to right. And that's going to be a single. Castilla gets his 3rd hit of the game. Batter now is Joe Girardi. Infield goes halfway. Checking on Strat, that's a 15. No play. Osborne will pitch, and that is a 5-6. Again, he's not tired. After Girardi, he will be, but he's not tired on Girardi, so that's a blank. Girardi does get to swing, 6-3, and it's a base hit to left field. That is a single. Castilla's base running rating is a 3. Single to left to get the 3rd. -2 is a 1. Gilkey's -1 is a 0 from an arm. So Castilla cannot get the 3rd at all. He will hold it second. Runners at first and second for Walt Weiss. Now Osborne is tired. And they're going to take him out because an S1 does score a run. So that'll be it for Osborne. Cardinals will go to the pen. Let's see who they're going to bring out. Got a switch hitter here. Probably bring out a left. And then you got Ritz. Probably see a pinch hitter for Ritz as well. So let's see who the Cardinals are going to bring out. I think they'll go with a right-hander. Cardinals are going to go out with Jeff Parrott. 4 wins, 7 losses, 3.64 ERA. Jeff Parrott will pitch to Walt Weiss. He can pitch to 6 batters. So Jeff Parrott will pitch. He's due to bat second, so this is probably going to be the only inning he does. Checking a strat roll, and that is a 20. Parrott gets a chance to pick off. Throws to Castilla, and he's safe. Parrott tried to pick off Castilla, but Castilla gets back safely. Here's the pitch from Parrott. And that's a 1-4 against the switch hitter who's batting on the left side. That is an automatic out. And it's a star 1, and it's a ground ball to short. Weiss' double play rating 1, nothing from Parrott. Infield halfway a 2. And second baseman Okendo, no adjustment. So a 1-2, they turn the double play, and they do not. Castilla does go to third. On a 4, Girardi is out at second, and Weiss goes to first. There are 2 outs on a fielder's choice. We'll see a pinch hitter for Kevin Ritz. He's done. Colorado going to go to the bench, as they should. Have to go by him most at bats, and that's going to be Jason Bates for Colorado. Jason Bates will pinch hit against Parrott. 2 outs. Infield is normal. Rolling a strat. That is a 4. Walt Weiss, no hit and run with 2 outs. So Parrott will pitch to Bates. And that's a 6-6. That's a strikeout chance. And he got him with a 1. Oh, Parrott gets the Cardinals out of a jam. And that ends the inning. No runs and a hit. At the end of 6, still 3-2 Rockies, as this game is not exploding like I thought it would. As the pitchers have definitely died down, as the pitchers have definitely taken control of the game, and also some very good defense. Top of the 7th coming up. We'll see a new pitcher for the Rockies. Trip Cromer leads off for the Cardinals. He'll bat. And the Rockies need a pitcher. And let's see who they got. Usually go by pitchers with the most appearances. Seventh inning, huh? Let's see. Rockies are going to bring out Steve Reed. 5-2, 3 saves, a 2.14 ERA. Good. The bullpen for the Rockies wasn't that bad. Steve Reed against Trip Cromer. Reed could pitch to 5 batters before tiring. Remember, this is 90s baseball. Pitchers didn't always go the distance here. We still had a lot of complete games, but not as many like in the 70s and the 80s, and, of course, further back. This is 90s baseball, so I got to play it as such. Steve Reed will pitch to Cromer. Pitch from Reed, 5-2 against the righty, strikeout +10, and the 17, that will do it. He gets Cromer, struck him out. Parrott will come out as the Cardinals will go to the bench. The batter will be Tom Pagnozzi, 219 at bats. He'll go up against Reed with 1 out. Pitch from Reed, 6-6, error on a throw. Pagnozzi swings, 3-2. That's a fly ball to right field. Of course, there's no error. And that's out number 2. Top of the batting order, here's Gilkey. Gilkey has walked twice. He's 0 for 1. Pitch from Reed. 6-1, range play. Gilkey swings 1-4, single into center field. The ball is hit to Kingery. His range is a 2. Does he take a hit away? It's a 6. No, he does not. Gilkey has a base hit. Gilkey goes to first. Here's Brian Jordan. Infield is normal. Strat roll says an 11, no play. Reed will pitch to Jordan. That's a 2-5. That's at the park, not where you want to go. Coors Field says 5-3, and that is a home run possibility to center field. Brian Jordan against righties is a 1-17, and that is a 20. Oh, my Lord. That is a fly out to center field. Inning over. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, a bad break for the Cardinals. A possible home run to center. Brian Jordan against the righties, a 17, and that is a 20. That's a fly out to center field, and that ends the inning. No runs and a hit for the Cardinals. Still 3-2 at the 7th inning stretch. Holy cow. They can't get a break. Like to remind you what we got. No, was it a range play or was it at the ballpark? Was it range play at the park? I thought it was just at the park. I thought it was just at the park. Was it a range play for Remain? Was I supposed to do a range play on it? You don't know. I thought it was just at the park. I don't think I said range play at the park. But if I did, let's see. The ball's hit the center field. Mike Kingery's range rating is a 2. And, well, he wouldn't have made it, but you believe it was a range play at the park. Damn, I hate it when I do that. That was off a read. What was the original throw? Was it a 3? Was it a 3-3? I thought, was it a 3-3 or was it a 3-3 on Reed's card is the only play, is the only range play at the park. A 4-2 is at the park and a 2-5 is at the park. But you're in the kitchen listening. All right, I'm going to say it was at the park. I don't think it was a range play at the park. I don't remember saying it, but if it was, I'm sorry to the Cardinals fans, but I'm going to say it was at the park, and he made the catch. I wish I could probably do something to state that it is a range play or something like that. I don't know. Try to remind myself. What do I got coming up here? We got on Payoff pitch tonight. We got on the 1985 season. We got the Chicago Cubs taking on the San Diego Padres. That's tonight on Payoff pitch. I am going to play some Fall Classic baseball again. Mets 86. They take on the Phillies again tonight on Fall Classic. And our next game of Inside Pitch, 1995, one and gone. Game number 3, the Detroit Tigers taking on the California Angels. I will have that game tomorrow night. Like to let you guys know, tomorrow is New Year's Eve. I will probably do an Inside Pitch game, maybe another game, but I will not be playing. I will not be streaming New Year's Eve, although I am supposed to maybe do a stream with Dave Gardner or somebody else. I might do a nice New Year's Eve stream, but I will not play. New Year's Day, I'm not streaming at all. I want to watch college football. So New Year's Day, I am not streaming at all. I'm taking the day off for New Year's Day. No baseball streams at all on New Year's Day. I'll return on January 2nd. Patch 83 joins me here at Coors Field. An honor to have you here, sir. Heard nothing but great things about you. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. We need a pitcher for the Cardinals. Leading off, though, for the Rockies is Eric Young. They got 2 rights and a left coming up. So I think the Cardinals will bring out a righty. And let's see. They're going to go with their main right-hander, and that's going to be Rich DeLucia. 8-7, 3.39 ERA. DeLucia will come out and pitch to Eric Young as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch, and that is a 6-6. Now, that is at the park. That I know. That's at the park. Coors Field says a 1-4, and that is a home run to the opposite field. So that is a straight home run to opposite field. Young against the righty is a 2, and that is a 1. You got it. Wow, the Rockies are getting all the rolls. A home run to the opposite field against the righty. Eric Young needs a 2. That is a 1, and that ball is gone. Eric Young gets a home run. Holy cow. Home run for Eric Young off of Coors Field. That's an opposite field shot. So Young hit that one to right, and that's out of here. 4-2 Rockies. A solo home run by Young. He needed a 2, and he got a 1 on the die. Here's Mike Kingery. Stadium cheers. Yay! It was only at the park. Okay, so I got it right then. Thank you, Forever Remain. I'm glad I didn't make the mistake. No, it's okay. I have no problem with you guys checking me. Please do. I have no problem with it. If I make a mistake in the game, let me know in comments. I'll make sure I try not to do it again. But that was definitely at the park, and Kingery needed a 2. I'm sorry, and Young needed a 2, and he got a 1. Holy cow. Here's DeLucia. He'll pitch to Kingery now. Kingery is 0 for 3. That's a 5-6. That's a walk chance. The 16 is too high. Kingery swings 3-6. Star 1, fly out the left. And Kingery's 0 for 4. Eric Young gets a homer on a 1, and he needed a 2. Here's Dante Bichette. Pitch from DeLucia. That's a 1-6. That's a 1-6 strikeout plus 10. That's a 9. That makes Bichette a 17, and that 4 is good. He struck him out, and that is out number 2. And here's Larry Walker. Pitch from DeLucia, 6-5. That is a range play at the park. Larry Walker, 3-5 Coors Field, and that is a home run to center, possible home run to center field, and I don't have to roll because Larry Walker against righties is a 20. There's no range play check on that. That ball is out of here. Home run, Larry Walker. So Rich DeLucia comes in here and gives up 2 bombs, 5-2 Rockies. Larry Walker had 36 home runs in 95, and that one is clearly out of here. That was hitting Coors Field. That might have landed at Mile High Stadium. That ball was hit so hard. Here's Galarraga with 2 outs. Pitch from DeLucia, 5-6. That's a walk chance. That's good. Galarraga trots down to first. And that's going to be it for DeLucia, as he is just coming out and looking just horrible right now, as the Cardinals are going to take him out. The Rockies bring up Vinny Castilla. Cardinals are not going to take any chances. And here comes John Habian. He'll pitch for the Birds. 4-4, 3.44 ERA. Two outs. Galarraga on it first. Infield is normal. Rolling a strat still. That's a 10. No play. Habian will pitch. That's a 3-2 strikeout chance. And the 8 is good. Castilla's out. He has a 10, but -2 from Coors Field's an 8. That's an 8. Castilla strikes out. And the inning is over. 2 home runs on 2 hits. A jack by Eric Young and a jack by Walker. 5-2 Rockies at the end of 7. Rockies getting all the roles in this game. We go to the top of the 8th. Danny Schaefer leads off for the Cardinals. Steve Reed can pitch to one pitcher before tired. They're going to see if they can keep him out there. He's due to bat third. Steve Reed will pitch, and that is a 1-2 strikeout plus 10, and that 5 will get Schaefer. Struck him out number 1. Next batter is Ray Langford. Langford's 1 for 3. Reed is now tired. RF joins me here at Coors Field. Welcome, sir. Reed will pitch to Langford with 1 out. 6-5. That is a wild pitch, ball one. And that's Sue a dice. I'll re-roll. 2-1. That's a strikeout chance. 13. That's too high. Langford's a 14, but -2 from Coors Field makes it a 12. Langford will swing 5-2. Line drive right to second. Right to Young's glove. That's out number 2. And here's John Mabry. Mabry having a heck of a game. He's 3 for 3. 3 singles. Pitch from Reed, 4-1. That's a strikeout +10. And Mabry definitely goes down on a 6. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Reed. Nothing for the Cardinals. 5-2 Rockies. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Joe Girardi leads off for Colorado. And thank you very much there, Mr. RF. I try to make the games interesting a little bit. And make it audio-visual so you can see everything happening. John Habbian will pitch. And that is a 6-2. That's a blank. Girardi gets the swing 4-5. That's a ground out to short. Here's Walt Weiss. He'll come up to bat. This Rockies team is going to be a tough out. 1-6. That's at the park. Coors Field. 3-5. That's a home run to center field. Weiss against the righty is a 1. That's an 11. So that's a blank. That's a blank. And that is a blank. And that is going to be a fly out to center. And actually, not a blank. It's a fly out to center. And that's out number 2. If it was a range play, I would have checked. But that is a fly out to center if it's over the home run. Not a blank. We'll see a pinch hitter for Reed. And we're in the 8th inning. So here's Ellis Burks. Ellis Burks will pitch for Colorado. Or bat for Colorado. Bats 278 at bat. 2 outs, pitch from Habbian. 4-1, that's a walk chance, and yep, that's easy. Burks will go to first easily on that. 2-out walk. And here's Eric Young. Gets a big cheer here for the Coors Field crowd. Hits a home run on a 2, and he got a 1 in order to do it. Am I rolling strat? No, I am not, but I am rolling for pickoff. And that is a 12, no play, because Habbian does have a balk rating. Pitch from Habbian. 4-3. That's a strikeout chance. The 8 is too high. Young will swing 3-2. Double into right field. Ellis Burks' base running ratings of 3. With 2 outs is a 4. Double to right. You subtract 1, so it's a 3. The right fielder is Jordan. On a 1-3. On a 1-3, Burks is safe. It is a 6. Somebody's out. It is a 1, and that means that Burks does score, but Eric Young is thrown out going to third, and the inning is over. That's a 6-1, so lead runner advances, ball caught off, trailing runner thrown out. So Young is out at third, but it is 6-2 Rockies. And they get a little bit of insurance. So it's a double, but he's caught off. So 1 run on 1 hit. As he is thrown out. At the end of 8, 6-2, Colorado. That might be for my mom. I'll let her get it. We go to the top of the 9th. 6-2 Rockies. Steeler fan joins us here at Coors Field. A little late, but he's always great when he gets here, no matter what time he does. Well, Steeler fan is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Lord of the Rings, Gandalf. Great movie. Top of the ninth inning. Will we see some ninth inning magic by the Rockies? Scott Cooper is due to lead off. May see some pinch hitters now as we go to the top of the ninth. Rockies need a pitcher, and they're going to bring out their closer, and it's going to be Bruce Ruffin. No wins, 1 loss, 11 saves, 2.12 ERA. Bruce Ruffin will pitch for the Rockies to try to close the game out. We'll see, and Cooper is at third base. We'll see a pinch hitter for him as the Cardinals are now going to go to the bench. And it's the ninth inning, so I can bring out the best available hitters. As long as I have somebody that can take the position. Which I do. So coming out to pinch hit for the Cardinals with a 273 average is going to be Mark Sweeney. Mark Sweeney will bat against Bruce Ruffin here. Top of the ninth inning, 6-2 Rockies. Which card and dice baseball game do you think we use as? Oh, boy. I'll be more than happy to answer that after we get done with the game. Not a problem there, RF, so stay put. Bruce Ruffin will pitch to Sweeney. Members in the chat can also help you out, too. 6-6 from Ruffin. That is a double question mark. And against the lefty, 1-17 would be an automatic out. That is a 5, and that's exactly what that is. And that's going to be a ground out to short. Next batter is Jose Oquendo. He bats 209. He's going to come back. And coming on to pinch hit for the Cardinals will be Alan Battle. Battle will pinch hit with a 271 average against Ruffin. 1 out here in the top of the ninth. Pitch from Ruffin. 3-6, strikeout chance, 14, too high. Battle gets the swing. 4-6, it's a ground out to second base. That's out number 2. Last chance for the Cardinals is Trip Cromer. And I'm going to see if I can make a pinch hitter for him. And yes, I will. Cromer will come back. And it'll be Geronimo Pena pinch hitting. Geronimo Pena will pinch hit against Bruce Ruffin. 2 outs, top of the ninth inning. 6-2 Rockies. Ruffin with the pitch. That's a 1-5. It's an automatic out. It's a ground ball to second base. Ball is hit to Young. He's got it. Pumps once, pumps twice. Throws to first. That's your game. Rockies knock out the Cardinals 6-2 in today's one and gone. 1-2-3 inning, which is a rarity here at RJL 518 on the ninth inning. Final line score coming up. For the Rockies, 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors. For the Cardinals, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Kevin Ritz picks up the win. Donovan Osborne gets the loss, and there is no save. And the Rockies will advance to the next round, and they will take on the winner of tomorrow's game, which is the Detroit Tigers and the California Angels. And that's tomorrow's inside pitch one and gone game. So that does it here. And now I'll go ahead and answer RF's question, but I see the chat has already taken care of that. Patch83 says Craig Wessel's all-star lineup baseball. Stratomatic Basic is very easy. Yeah. I'll be honest with you, RF. In my opinion, the easiest game to play is Stratomatic Basic. Even more easier than APA Basic. Stratomatic Basic is probably the easiest game to play. Pretty much just roll the dice. Pretty much just roll the dice, and that's what happens. I mean, you can call for steals. You can make it a little bit more difficult if you want. But Stratomatic Basic is probably the easiest game to play. And I'll then I would probably go APA Basic, which is chart driven. Pretty much again, you roll the dice. Just follow the rules on the charts. APA Basic is very easy to play. APA Basic is easy to play. I want to say Payoff Pitch is actually pretty easy as well. Payoff Pitch, especially if you use the fat cards. Payoff Pitch is also just roll the dice and decide. You roll the dice and decide there. It's one roll, and that pretty much takes care of it there too. Payoff Pitch is actually pretty easy, but you can make all these games a little bit more advanced if you want. Games that I think are highly advanced is Stratomatic Super Advanced. Although, you know what? Stratomatic Super Advanced really is not that hard either. Stratomatic Super Advanced is actually pretty intermediate, although they want to make it as realistic as possible with 50-50. But Stratomatic Super Advanced really isn't that difficult. APA Master Game, that's a bit of a chore with calculations you got to make. Even with you do with the Master Game or at Merino boards. Inside Pitch here is intermediate. The base running takes some getting used to. Fall Classic, I'm still learning. That's actually very easy if you use the fat cards, but you can use the charts too. There are a couple of interesting plays, but Fall Classic actually runs itself. You know what, RF? You can't go wrong with any of the games. You really can't go wrong with any games. I used to be a real big PC game lover, but because I have problems with software and bugs and gamey AIs, I stay away from now the PC games. Although I still love Out of the Park, I still love Action PC Baseball. Replay's got a good PC game, but I stay away from those games now because the AIs are just too gamey for my taste. I mean, if it happens here on dice, that's fine. I mean, we had some interesting dice rolls here in this game. Okay, a 20 for a pickoff chance and a 1 to get a runner to get an out, which was amazing there. All right. A guy needed a 2 in order to get a home run. He rolled a 1. So I mean, you know, I think dice is a little bit more real. I'm not going to say realistic. It's not gamey. Now, if you want to create some homebrew rules, if there's something you didn't like on some of the rules, you can create a home rule. A home rule I've done for Payoff Pitch. I had to do a few rules for Payoff Pitch, I felt. So, RF, go take a chance. Watch more games. Let me see. Watch Tony at CP Cards and Dice. He does tutorials for pretty much every game. Dave at Baseball Demos is a big-time Stratomatic fan. He lives by it. You can watch me. I'm doing Payoff Pitch, Fall Classic, and Inside Pitch. Tenacious Earl at Tenacious Strat, Tabletop Baseball Plus. He does Stratomatic. He's very good at that too. Super Advanced, as well as, of course, Dave at Baseball Demos. Al Red Sox fan does Pine Tar. Al Red Sox fan does Pine Tar baseball. Catch that game also. Al Red Sox fan does it all. Check his channel out. Definitely. Well, I do home rules for FAB. Oh, for Fall Classic? Not yet. Not yet. And so far, none of the games I played for Fall Classic have allowed that home. I know to go to B and then to A and then or B to go to C. I'm not doing any homebrew rules yet for Fall Classic until I see how the game system tallies. I made rules for payoff pitch because I felt payoff pitch needs to have a little bit more ability for the runner on first to go to second, on a little bit less fielder's choices. I did for flyouts for runners at second and third. I did rules for payoff pitch. Inside pitch, I kind of like how inside pitch is. The only inside pitch home rule is I call off the strat roll if I don't think it's necessary. That's it. I'm kind of leaving inside pitch alone. I'm kind of like leaving inside pitch alone. And right now, inside pitch is going to be is at this moment, my game of choice. So yeah, RF, check out YouTube, check out everybody and see what you think there and then make a choice. Stratomatic, I think really would be, as much as I don't like 50-50, which I don't. I do not like 50-50 games, but because I think the pitcher and the batter should be involved in each play. Inside pitch does that. Payoff pitch does that. Fall Classic does that mostly. But Stratomatic would probably be my first choice because really the basic game is the easiest to play. And that's just my IMO. That's I think Stratomatic is the easiest game to learn and play. They don't have that many seasons, and the seasons they do have are kind of meh. They're missing a lot of good seasons. They're missing 69. They're missing 86. My seasons mostly. They're missing 90. They're missing, Stratomatic, for some reason, the seasons they have still available for print are kind of meh. So, there are some good ones. If your favorite season is there, if your favorite season is there, then absolutely pick it up. Another thing about Stratomatic, they don't card every player. Only about 30 cards, 27 to 30 players are strat. So you don't get every player in Stratomatic that played that season. Payoff pitch, you get every card automatically. It used to be that Joe Bryan offered a season and then did fringe players. He's not doing that anymore. If you order a season from Joe Bryan, you get every player. Plus, if that player was on two or more teams, he gives you a player for that team as well. Fall Classic Baseball does that as well. And you will get every player carded if you order the season. Not every player is carded if you order print, but they are available in the PDF you get. So you can print the PDF player if you need them for your season. Inside pitch cards almost every player, okay, but you can get every player downloaded from his set. So every player is available in Inside Pitch. You just have to download the players that he doesn't card, which is minimal. Not many, really. Minimal. So you get every player in Payoff Pitch. You get every player in Inside Pitch. You get every player in Fall Classic. Some are carded, some are not, but you can get them. All right. Stratomatic, you don't get every player. APA, you don't get every player on some of the later teams. You have to get them. So either way, RF, you can't go wrong. And then, of course, Glory Days Boxing, which is just an awesome game by Anthony. All right, enough is enough. And I will see you guys later for some payoff pitch action tonight. Cubs and the Padres. And I will roll some Fall Classic Mets and the Phillies 86. Steeler fan 1933 for Remain 90 RF. Philip Reynolds, Keith White, Bears Den, Tribe fan. Thank you all for joining me. Bob B. Again, of course, Alan Shaw. And we'll see you guys later for another more edition of RJL 518. Rockies over the Cardinals 6-2. See you guys later.